Thank you kindly, Alex. And yes, thanks to the team on the desk as well, Henry. I mean,
Yes.
this is going to be the last match of the day, and I have just been informed by the Renegades manager that they are operating on LA jet lag. So
that's the worst one to come back with.
That is not a favorable situation here for Renegades, and perhaps the fans know something using the Strafe app. Maybe they're taking something into account here, some inside info.
As someone who's suffered that fate many times, I can confirm it's a difficult one to shake off. Either way, Renegades will be starting on the T side here. It's a classic map. We always see Renegades on Mirage, and it's a mixed results. They are very good on it, but sometimes struggle to close out the games. They did today against MIBR in overtime, double overtime no less. Great to see that, and for now, JKS with the P250, so the smoke and the flashbang with 3 players towards the A side of the map. We've got JKS in towards that palace position. JW, a bit of aggression towards middle, as I can't really duel with him with the Glock in hand, but here comes Liaz looking to back him up and apply pressure towards that mid position.
So yeah, the presence at top mid. Now he had already spotted underpass before. Does he realize that somebody's down here once again, though? That's going to be the question here for JW, because when mid is empty, it means they're either on one flank or the other, and Liaz gives it away. So now they kind of have an idea here of what's going on, fnatic. And a bit of a retreat coming in here from Renegades. They still have time on the clock, Henry, 44 seconds. And so Renegades, they were set up for an A split, and it's looking like they're going to be wrapping back around and heading on over to B.
Well, they absolutely will. They have one smoke. Can use that for the kitchen window. Flash over and make their way through. Need that bomb plant first. It's Golden to defend. The in-game leader of fnatic is a great fragger as well. Speaking of fragging, here's Crims from the short position, looking to find the first headshot here. That's disappointing. The significant damage. The Golden's going to be overrun now. Smoke towards the kitchen is successful, but JW on the hot flank here. He'll have to try and save the day as JKS continues to apply pressure towards the window position, but he is aware of the potential flank here. But JW, so patient, waiting in the corner.
Just waiting to see, but oh man, JKS, he won't give it to him. Instead, it will be JW. Oh, and JW loses the duel. JKS with the headshot. Flush up might be trying to back off. Roland, if they can hold on to the kit and armor, this is still, I mean, what, something to work with going into the next round. Never mind, Roland, he's going to find one, looking for the follow-up. Does get it. 2 kills for him, 600 bucks in the pocket. That's going to be giving him a little bit more to work with here for the next round. And if he can stay alive, he'll have the Kevlar as well. So all about saving money, because it's a lost round for fnatic. Renegades on the T side will be picking up the pistol round. 1-0 for Renegades, and fnatic, what do we got to work with here going into the next round? It isn't a whole lot.
Well, they do like the scouts on the second round. On Mirage, it is very viable to bring a couple of those out. I'm seeing armor purchase. They are fully investing. So there's the scout purchase for JW. For Mass for Brolan, and it's actually not too bad. So you got to be very careful with Renegades here. Nice slow round. Default is what we're up against. Use the utility. Make sure you push back the sniper. JW is in impeccable form recently. Their run at DreamHack Masters Malmo was fantastic, and he was looking sharp, I have to say. Broland, same story. 2 kills to his name. Manages to get the FAMAS out and armor in round number 2 here.
And Crims holding on short. Looking for the usual spot. He's got that deagle in play. He could definitely hit the headshot, even if he wasn't so lucky in the pistol round. Always a threat. Nice nade into mid, doing a lot of damage here to Renegades. That's really going to put them at risk. Brolan catches one, goes for the second, and one after the other. They're going to step on through. Brolan going to murder him. 2 quick kills there for him before he gets traded. Gratisfaction doesn't get out unscathed, though. He's got 31 HP. And now that was a nice flank on JW. Catches him looking the wrong way. And this is kind of spinning out here for fnatic. If they had the man advantage and the momentum, it was looking good. But Renegades seem to be recovering.
Well, they've got time on their side, still over a minute on the clock. Gratisfaction, positioned towards a connector, but he's at 30 HP, 1 bullet in his back will take him down. Flusher spots him towards a jungle position. They do have Deagle, CZs, and armor. It's enough to operate with, but Liaz, great shot towards a short position. That'll be the cue to make their way towards the A side here. Full commitment. Flusher, deadly with his CZ, especially at close range. Doesn't find an instant headshot there, but does damage towards Grab. It's still not quite enough there. Golden, giving up his position at this stage, does find the one, but Liaz with his second frag of the round confirms things there. They fend off the force buy from fnatic. It will have to be the full eco in round number 3 here at Renegades. It got a little bit complicated there, a little bit hot under the collar perhaps, but overall successful round. 2 players surviving, which is absolutely fine on the T side because you know you're up against a full eco. Brolan, what a shift this was. Gets the opening 2 frags as a 5-on-3, but Renegades still win the round.
So close to getting the headshot on Gratisfaction there as well.
Yeah.
But the big thing is they lose a Krieg. I mean, that was a very expensive round for Renegades. They weren't messing around. They had actually put quite a bit into it.
Yeah, the problem is on the CT side, you fourth by the second, unless you win the round, it doesn't matter how close the round is. You'll be in this situation next. It's the full eco, so there'll be plenty of chances to build the money back up on the T side. It would be significant if it was the other way around. But overall, Golden and Brolan, sorry.
You and I casting together. I think you're going to catch on pretty quick that I'm always going to nitpick about the small details. Could have kept that Krieg alive. Could have kept that Krieg alive.
Ooh.
Okay, now it's getting spicy. Double Krieg in action here for Renegades, but Brolan once again going to work. Dude, if Brolan is here to play, Brolan will murder your entire team.
Yeah, even with a silenced USP, like, to be fair, like, if there's one map where I've seen a lot of full eco victories, it would be Mirage, like, every single time, especially with fnatic on the server as well. They seem to have something about them. They've actually got both players on this side of the map. It'll be Golden to full first, but the man of the hour, Brolan, he's got a chance for another, but unfortunately, it's the range that eludes him. 3-0 for Renegades, and pretty clean run so far. Money building up quite nicely now. They'll lose 3 more players, so it's not ideal, but fnatic will have the AWP in the hands of JW. Now, Semler, we all know it. He's audacious with the AWP. He likes to move around. He likes to be flashy, and on Mirage, I would say he's had some of his most fantastic moments in history with the weapon. I want to see him go off today. I want to see him deliver. He's 0-3 right now.
Come on, I'm back. Let's see the return of the JW.
That's what I mean. It's all coming back together.
Let's see the return of the JW off. The flashy no-scopes, the aggression. Get in there, JW, and rip some heads off. Let's see it. Jacob taking point right now towards Pit. And it's looking like Renegades, full-on execute here towards the A side. There is going to be the anti-flash coming in from flusha. He gets flashed on his side, though, and he is not going to be able to capitalize. And so Renegades just marching on to the bomb site for free.
Yeah, well, they've actually got a bit of an issue here. Brolan, that was a great reaction. They still have no idea, even with the M4A4. He's looking for 3 frags here. Doesn't quite complete it, but still, he brings him right back into the round. A missed shot from JW might cost it. As now flusha still alive and kicking towards the steps. He'll find another kill to bring it to the 2-on-2. Golden with him. No kits. They have 1 smoke on the CT side as things come to a standstill here. Liaz with control of CT spawn, but both CTs residing towards the connector, and the bomb is down.
So brutal for Renegades. No utility to work with here for you Renegades. They got a flash, and HE. Liaz just managed to pick up another flash, but it is just through control here that they are able to get this bomb plant. Without the smoke, I thought it was going to be rough. flusha guessing wrong there. Azza could be looking for the shot. He's got the Krieg. Gets his head taken off immediately. And now a 2-on-1 retake. No kit in play here for fnatic, but they still have plenty of time. Smoke goes down, and Liaz just going to find that key kill that could really turn it his way. flusha's already taken damage. He's down to 27 HP. Liaz has got every advantage here in this defense. And flusha, not able to pull it off. 4-0 for Renegades.
Big. So well played from Liaz. Really like that. The fact he knew he had to swing before that smoke bloomed as well. He comes around, gets the kill, and the smoke actually helps him out towards that. You even mentioned it. The fact they have no kits, fnatic were in so much trouble. 27 HP. flusha, all he could do is tap the bomb, hope for the best, and with the smoke down, it actually gives a few more options to Liaz there. He was able to take a couple of bullets to the feet and still win the round, and it has to be another partial bye. Agonizing start here for fnatic fans as they'll be entering the round or limping into it with just Eagles and CZs, but it's the B rush, Sam. We talked about this. We never like to see it against the Pistols, and maybe we're about to be proven why you don't ever want to do this. They got through cleanly, and it's not looking too bad, but it works.
There we go, buddy.
Well, here we go.
Anti-flash comes in, though. That's going to make life difficult here for the Renegades. Crims is under pressure, but it is going to be Gratisfaction with the wrap. 2 kills for him. flusha there to trade it into a 2-on-2. And flusha, I mean, he is dangerous with the pistol as well, and he's quick thinking. That's the thing. Going to go for the quick wrap, try and get some pressure over here.
The jump
towards short.
Clean. Oh, it's not.
Misses it.
I could just sense it wasn't going to be. Flash is so good with movement. It was just the one time he really needed that. Like, it wasn't a huge deal, but still, he could be up towards shore right now. Challenging.
So it looks like Aussie's like running into pistols too.
It's fair enough because fnatic on these sort of rounds, I suppose they love to rush middle when they have no money. But this is still could be a loss, and the rule will still stand. Never rush B, Samler, when you're up against pistols. I'm kind of glad it's happened. It's a PSA for everyone out there. It never really works out. Even if it does, it's still not the right call for me. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, but that's the nice thing about CS. We can all have different opinions. Henry.
Exactly. Like there'll probably be lots of in-game leaders out there who think I'm wrong. And obviously, thought differently that round. He thought the B rush was going to work out for them, but they've just broken their perfect run up against pistols by virtue of the B rush. So I think that, like what we talked about today, like there's just so many more options. I'd rather lose the round into default and lose some great shots than going down to a scrappy exchange against CZs in the B side.
Yeah, close quarters as well. That's the
exactly.
thing. 4-1, Renegades in the lead, but fnatic are now on the board, and they've got an AWP on JW. They were able to save some guns by the looks of things. And so now, what do we got in store for us here from the Renegades? Double Krieg, 2 Deagles, and a CZ. Loads of utility, but not a whole lot of firepower. Still, Krieg could make a play, could make a difference. Gratisfaction, a little bit of HE damage tickling him there. And just the spot right now, flusha. Decides enough is enough. He's going to get the smoke in, and that's going to slow things down here for Renegades. So as far as the setup is concerned, Renegades, they're fully committed to this. They haven't given away any information across the rest of the map, apart from the fact that, well, fnatic aren't seeing anybody. So fnatic are going to keep a lock on these bomb sites here. Brolan way up high. He's recovered a Krieg, so he's a real threat. We saw what he's capable of. And he just keeps getting double kills, man, Brolan. He is such a monster. True Swedish up-and-coming talent.
Yeah, a proper CSGO player. Hasn't been plagued by 1.6 or Source any bad tendencies. Is coming in with raw aim, brutal aggression, and clinical play. He opens things up here around number 6. fnatic looking to get on their feet. They're up against a weak buy at the Renegades, but Liaz has been playing very well indeed. He'll bring it back to a 4 versus 4 with a flashbang. The teamwork is fantastic here, but still not quite enough to find the second kill. JW needs to deliver with the AWP. He wings Jacob. Not quite enough to find the frag.
So close. Molly going to get canceled out by the smoke immediately. There are quick reactions from the Renegades, who are now in control of the site. Man advantage for the Renegades as well, going into the retake here. fnatic under pressure. Smoke goes down into Palace. And now it's Jacob with the setup, just trying to buy time, trying to slow things down here for fnatic. Crims, Brolan, and JW, or Golden and JW alive. And let's see it. Smokes are in, utilities all out here for fnatic. It's time to get the job done the hard way. Try to make their way onto the site as they're trying to cause as much of a distraction as possible, and he finds one kill, loses his teammate in the meantime, and Crims with the kit, trying to make the play. Can they actually deny him? And it will, Azam with the clutch.
Damn, that was close as you like.
Expensive.
Yeah.
They all go up with the bomb on the side of the Renegades. They all go boom.
Sure, but they entered, what, with 2 rifles and pistols? A execution, they'll be fine with that. That's going to be fnatic now down to 3K on JW and Crims. They do have enough to buy with Flush Up, Brolan, and Golden all hovering around 5K. But still, Renegades at least can forget about that B-rush blunder. They'll be happy they bounced back and managed to win that round. It took some absolutely heroic moves there from Azza. But still, it's enough to find them 5-1 on the T side of Mirage here. It's their map pick, and it's a tactical pause from fnatic. So what's the play going to be? I think it has to be a partial buy. If you're fnatic right now, you might be a bit desperate for a round. You could potentially bring out an AWP and see what you can do with like P250s and 1 AWP for JW. That would be like a classic fnatic play, but whether that's required right... Oh, I think if I... There's the AWP.
Buddy.
They're not even just doing the AWP though. They've gone for the AWP, but they've got a FAMAS and M4, so they're not even just like kind of toying with the idea of slightly investing this round. They've gone for a double AWP setup, a FAMAS, an M4, and an MP9. So that's everything they had. It's enough certainly to win a round. Glass cannon for JW, but overall there are holes to be plugged. They need to get an opening pick in their favor. JW, only 1 kill so far. Need to see a bit more out of him as he makes his way towards the vent. You can see his vision blocked. Not ideal. We'll have to fall back and reposition.
But I'm liking this from fnatic. This is a power play. You're going to get a few rounds like this per half. This is the one where fnatic are deciding we need to stop them here. We can't let them keep going. We've got the money, and they all went up with the bomb last round, so they're going to be low on money. They may not get the best buy that they were hoping for, so let's throw it. Let's get down here. It's going to be dirty. It's a mud fight. And now, well, Renegades kind of spread out. They've got connector control, and they've got presence, and it's Golden to hit the headshot on JKS. Magnificent start here for the defense. Yeah,
that was clean as well. Oh, that wasn't. Azza, that was on a plate for us. He's going to be a big gut. He makes up for it in the end. Flush, though, still alive. Crims as well. He'll get a frag with the FAMAS. Down to a 2-on-2. Every round has been so close so far. It's Renegades taking the lion's share of these clutches. It's the AWP for Flusher and M4 for the man at the moment. Brolan with the rotation through the Bartmans, or the B apartments, whichever way you're inclined, and we'll see whether he can do anything with this. No kid on him, but Flusher does have one, and a flashbang and HG available. He spots one, that's a guaranteed kill.
Yep. Catches him looking the wrong way, but Gratisfaction takes Flusher, so it's a 1v1. Spots him, unreal. Gratisfaction onto the side, looking for the win. Brolan is here, he's ready to dance, but he takes a bullet to the face, and Gratisfaction clutches it. Renegades in the must-win round here for the first half so far. They get the job done, 6-1.
Damn.
Renegades in the lead, and that's so painful for fnatic.
Yeah. A wry smile there from Grat. He knows that he had a clean kill when he dropped out the window there. Wasn't quite in position to quite catch it there. Brolan could have taken him down, but he held his nerve. And now it will be the partial buy here. That was a gamble from fnatic. One that doesn't work out, even with the opening pick from Golden there. But as scouts, Deagle CZs. Now, remember I said this earlier. These are the sort of rounds that tend to work out. For whatever reason, something in the water CSGO right now. You bring the CZs out, you're 6-1 down. These are the rounds that get you into the game. It happens every time.
When we're casting Swedish or French players?
Yeah, I think that might be accurate, to be fair.
The guys who were really, really good at it back in the day, too, tend to be really, really good at it today as well.
That's true.
I mean, there was a time, I'm kind of surprised to see Flusher without the CZ, because there was a time when it was just like, just give Flusher a CZ instead of an AK or an M4, and he'll probably kill half the team. Golden, though, goes down to the hands of Jacob to kick things off. Man advantage now for Renegades. And straight out onto the B site, no time wasted, and they've got the bomb as well. So quick plant should be coming through here for the Renegades, and a solid round. Awkward for fnatic, really, because you've gone for the play. JW's been spotted. Risky business here for Jacob. Decides to take it, and he gets rewarded, gets the kill. So we're looking at 7-1 on the T side of Mirage for Renegades, and I think the takeaway from this is get these guys jet lagged more often.
Yeah, that seems to be the secret recipe. Get everyone as exhausted and wrecked as possible, and then they'll play to their full potential, it seems. This is their second game of the day as well, remember as well. They had a long Mirage against MIBR earlier, double overtime. They're going to be exhausted, not only from fatigue, but jet lag as well. But they're now 7-1 up, as is guaranteed another frag there. And it's going to be a clean sweep. 5 players survive on the Renegade side. Crims will save absolutely nothing. Well, he's got the helmet, I suppose. That's something to save. And the Deagle. But still, 7-1. Remember, they can still come back and win the half. So we haven't got alarm bells going off just yet, but certainly not the position fnatic want to be in. No.
But after that round now, this is going to be the next one, the next big one. Get the money in. You're going to have the full bite. No AWPs played here.
Well, JW's not landing his shots. He's 1-7, maybe for the best. So sometimes you've got to have your A game, your B game, and your C game, and then you've got to work out what's going to be the best way of winning the overall map, right? And if you're also working out, if you get the rifle out, start playing a bit more defensively or aggressively in JW's case, and still go down. That's a little bit disappointing.
Sometimes you're going to keep trying to... Whoa, what was that from Flusha?
He was trying to suggest they just smoked the A ramp, and then he pushed one of it, but it was just, I guess, a reaction to JW going down so quickly.
Trying to make the plays here. Sometimes you got to wing it, but Roland, he's going to do his bit. He's always going to find that one kill. Just seems to be written in the stars, but it's not happening this time for fnatic in this round unless Golden can come up with some magical play. He's going for the full-on blaze, and he nearly drops Gratisfaction through the smoke, but it's still a 1v4. They know where he's coming from now. Hail of bullets here to greet him. Still finds a kill on Jacob. Trying to make it think perhaps that he's already backing out.
I think that's all he can really hope for here. He's got, what, 15 HP? They're not buying what he's selling at this point. Got a defuse kit, but fnatic just falling apart at the seams here. JW, like we said, like his A game would be like flashy, aggressive AWPing. His B game would be defensive, passive AWPing. C game would be rifling, and he goes for a really aggressive solo gambit towards the A ramp. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry, towards the palace position. I'm not sure that was the one.
So here he was trying to give him the D game, and it just didn't pan out.
Exactly. They ripped it right off, dude. Like, look at it. It just gets absolutely blown out the water. It's going to be JKS. Great stuff. Justin is really playing well today. And we'll get into round number 10. And we'll see Deagles and CZs once more. They do need a bit of that magic now. We need to see some of those Deagle headshots, the CZ spray down from Brolan. Someone needs to step out. They need an individual heroic moment where they can start thinking, wow, we can do this now. We can get back into this. But unfortunately, the young Swedish star is removed. We'll see if there's any chance of recovery.
It turns out that Brolan can, in fact, die without getting a kill. Currently sitting at 11.
Yeah, true.
Runner-up on his team, 6. So right now it's just fnatic. It's so tough. You find yourself in this situation where you can have all the strats in the world, but if you're not hitting shots, sometimes
absolutely,
it's so brutal. Yeah. So hard to run it back here. And Renegades have now firmly got the bit between the teeth. Flusha, hey, he'll take one down. Azza, overwhelmed by the Deagle fire. Crimson Golden still alive for fnatic. But this is Renegades going to be getting a bomb plant. They've cleared out CT, so they know that that's safe for the plant. Jacob's going to get that done. And a fresh smoke goes down on connector, locking out Crims. Golden hanging around as well. Not for long, though.
That's individual skill, I think, is so underrated. Like, he's such a precise player. Like, he's got great movement, good understanding of the fundamentals, and always nails his shots. And there's another one for you. Really, really strong player. And we'll see it go 9-1. fnatic, they're going to have to bring out the double orbs here again, I think. I think that's the only solution to this absolute catastrophe they found themselves in on the first map. First orb's been purchased with JW. Has he got more than one kill yet? He's 1-9. Malmo, that was the opposite. He was at like 9-1 at stages. Like,
yeah,
he was insane.
He was doing some serious work.
Yeah, but we don't see the double orb setup. JW will be using the single though, but at this point, I guess you're throwing caution to the wind. It can't get much worse than it currently is. Go back to the original plan and see if they can hold on. This is the passive AWPing now. You can see him actually holding towards CT spawn. So instead of the flashy aggressive starts pushing middle, he's holding towards CT spawn. It's a very classic default approach as an AWPer. Sit in CT spawn, try and jump up and take a move, find some openings where you can. I think they have to reel it in here. They need at least 5 rounds on their CT side at least. And the way Renegades are going, like, God help fnatic, because this really does not look good at all.
Just turning into the waiting game here in mid. Oh, a little itchy here from Flusha. That could do some damage. Jacob, not too much. So they have mid-control here for Renegades, and it's really fnatic just locking down this A site. There's been a lot of action over here. Could be waiting to see if there is going to be a set play coming in from Renegades, but fnatic, this is a bit of a gamble. Sometimes you got to take them, but the read coming in from Golden, it's the correct one. This is looking very good now for fnatic. They've stacked the odds in their favor. Azza, pretty sure you heard that. Not going to win the duel, though. Crims is going to take him down, and so now there's a man advantage here for fnatic on top of the stack on A. Beautiful shot coming in from Flusha. Will get traded effectively, but they're never going to count on this many players being set up on A here. Renegades still making it happen somehow. 2v3, now 1v3. Jacob, last man alive here for the Renegades. Still hanging out in jungle, going to be working his way back through CT.
So, what's his play here? They'll be checking CT spawn in the next couple of seconds. I think JW's already poised in that position, so Jacob won't have any chance here. JW's not going to miss this one. There we go. Lovely. And that'll be his second frag. Didn't do much in the round, but he closed things out. It's Crims getting a couple of frags. So they've got an AK now in the hands of him. It's 9-2. They can still bring this back. Like, it's not too late. Just the way things have gone so far has been quite distressing. If you're a fnatic fan, it's an emphatic performance so far from the Renegades, with Crims stepping up towards the window position here, shuts down the boost of Azza, and manages to get a second frag here towards Liaz, who's been a thorn in their side, to say the least.
And it really does speak to how many players have been surviving this for Renegades round after round. A lot of these are just kill rounds, right, where they're not even getting, well, they're not, the bomb isn't going off. But look at the state of their money. They don't really have a whole lot to work with. For a team that's 9-2 right now in the lead on T side, there's hardly any bank to speak of. That's a shot that you need to hit if you're Gratisfaction, though. JW, he really can't catch a break this map so far. First half, just not panning out.
It's really not, is it? They're going to commit towards B, but I feel like Golden can save this one. There's a smoke down, and this is going to get a little bit interesting now. He sits there. This has got to be one of the most gut-wrenching moments ever. He actually's got away with this, though. I think he's undetected. He'll get at least 2 kills out of this one, but will he find anything more? He'll wait for the bomb plant, surely. Then he'll kill JK. Oh, dear! Okay, he'll get the first, but doesn't get the second. Gratisfaction reacts in such a perfect way. He takes him down, gets the plant as well. Calm as you like.
So yeah, we really have to wonder if the read is there, but let's get into it, because it is a potential retake coming in. Unlikely from fnatic with no utility. They have kids, sure, but they have nothing to make their lives easier.
Yeah, how do they even break out of the kitchen position here?
It's a question that's been asked for many years.
Let's see if Grat can continue his dominance here. Lovely quick scope there to shut down Brolan. So no harsh resets in CSGO anymore. We discussed that earlier, of course. They'll still get themselves $2,900. It won't be enough for a full buy here, but there'll be enough for even an AWP if they wanted it. They could get Golden on 5,600. He'll purchase the AWP straight away, and they have to buy Semler. They can't really mess around anymore. There's no more ecos. There's no more partial buys. Everything is balls to the wall. And we'll see if they can find more for it. They keep giving JW the sword, but it's not delivering. The fact you don't win this round and you've got that set up, like that, pretty much that summarizes the game they're having so far. He didn't really play that wrong. It was just so unfortunate when he did commit. The angle just wasn't there for the second player. It couldn't have been more awkward for him.
Early aggression, there's the shot. Gratisfaction. Man, JW just cannot catch a break.
I feel like he's just got himself in such...
Yeah, he's in a rut.
Yeah, like he just can't shake it off, and he's like frustrated and just taking too many aggressive battles. You're not landing your kills, like you just need to reel it in and let your teammates enable crossfires, and you can back things up with the AWP from spawn or jungle. But he's just giving his frag up at the start of each round, and it's disappointing. We'll see if he can turn it on for the second half, but this does not look good.
He's 2-0-11, so
yeah,
it's real tough. It's real tough to get yourself out of that.
To be fair, Flusha has been performing with the AWP well. Like when he picks it up, like he can do work with this weapon.
Flusha can play everything, though. That's kind of the beauty of Flusha.
Yeah.
He has always been one of those jack-of-all-trades kind of players.
Just trying to find any silver linings at this point. You've lost the opening kill. You're fully invested with Deagles for masses, but Flusha can, basically what I'm saying is Flusha can use that weapon, so not all is lost. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see what can be done.
Let's see it. Well, I'm liking how well the Renegades are playing this round, because when it comes to anti-ecos, we've seen a lot of rushing into close quarters where pistols can mess you up.
Well, that's the only round they've really given up, if you remember. They're 10-2 up, and they've only really given up a B rush. I can't remember the other one, but I think it was just a pretty standard B retake from fnatic. But either way, that's what they'll be ending up now. And we'll see Crims bring it back to a 4-4, but now they know exactly where he is. Grat with the orb, nails it again. Flusher will be dropped, but the Desert Eagle and FAMAS working in tandem here. A chance here for fnatic now.
Did I curse them? Did I curse them, Henry? I don't know. Az is just making plays.
10 seconds.
Picked off mid-air, and wow, no, it's not going to happen. Az is way too far away. He's trying to charge in. If he can catch out Brolan, but Brolan's never going to show himself. Azza has to hit the shot instantly, and Brolan, sound cues. Sound cues are everything. If he can kill Azza now, this would be big. Oh, and he doesn't get the job done. Hits the headshot, but Azza survives.
It's still massive, the fact that Azza gets that kill, because that's all 5 going down by virtue of kills. So like I said, 3250 you get for winning the round by wiping out the opposition instead of defusing the bomb. That means all 5 go down, and now they get 3250 per player, which is nowhere near enough to buy on the CD side. Golden, MP9, Flusher, MP9, FAMAS for Brolan, JW's on a Deagle. They just won the last round. Like, how bad is that? Like, that's a rough spot to be in. You win a round and you're essentially force buying.
Oh, we do get a timeout called, and it's the Renegades calling for the timeout.
It's because I think Kassad understands the gravitas of this round. They don't want to rush B. He's basically saying, guys, you know what we did before? We're not doing that. Forget that idea.
I approve of that, actually, Henry. If I could see that going where Kassad's
yeah,
like,
boys, I didn't think I had to say this, but we're not rushing B against the Pistols, okay? We can't.
He's saying that not twice, not twice.
Yeah, come on. My heart can only be broken once. Okay, jokes aside, we'll see what they come up with. It will be what they're discussing, not particularly that, I'd imagine, but just working out how they can avoid losing to very low weaponry. He's informing them for the situation. Just took all 5 players down. Their money was broken already. They're getting such little cash into this. They have to make a play. Someone will have to go aggressive and find an opening pick. Wants to play there. 3 players towards the end of the CT side. JW. Up close and personal with the Deagle, this time a little bit more passive. And it looks to be like an A execution as they rotate the bomb through T-spawn.
They've had success with the A executions though, right?
It makes sense. These are the sort of rounds, if you lose this, fair enough, they just hit their shots. At least you dropped all your utility and you worked together instead of rushing into a bomb site that's very tight and you have to actually jump out of a window.
Clever smoke. Oh, but there's a gap. Gratisfaction should spot him. How does Gratisfaction not see him there? Brolan, with the first pick, takes Gratisfaction out. That's a big blow dealt to Renegades on the T side just because Gratisfaction has been hitting so many shots of his own. So there's a big advantage now for fnatic, man advantage, and Renegades aren't backing off. It looks like they really want to stick this and go for the A site. Leaz is rotated in, taking up the spot. Nades are going to get ready to go out here in a moment for Renegades. And sure enough, smokes are cascading in. The flashes are going to follow. Molly's going to be here in a moment. JKS trying to clear out Shadow, and that's Leaz finding the headshot on Brolan to kick things off. Evening it up, 4-4. JW holding close, gets the drop on JKS, goes straight down. Molly is cleared up, but he's out in the open, and he gets caught. Flusha, though, still doing some damage. Between the 2 of them, it's down to JKM, and that is it. JKM can't get it done, and they even save 2 Kriegs here for fnatic. That's a must-win round. Solid performance there from fnatic.
Yeah, they certainly did need that. They get the 10-5. They're actually in much better shape than things were panning out at the mid stages of this first half. Kassad, he took the tactical timeout. He tried to get them to slow it down, go for the execution. Like we said, if they could do that, you can't really argue with it. This didn't work out for them. Good positioning from fnatic. JW, see him reeling it in there. He didn't even have to use his aim at that point. He positioned himself so well, he can just guarantee a frag, slow things down, and allow rotations to come through. I think that's going to be a much better approach, and hopefully they can pick up this last round and give us a decent second half here. But who is that? I thought it was JW again. It's going to be Brolan this time, up against the 4 pistols and 1 rifle. He doesn't necessarily offer that rifle up because it can be recovered and thrown away on the CT side if they smoke the A ramp like that, but it's certainly not ideal.
I'm wondering at Brolan now starting to try to make plays, and he's losing these fights. Started so strong in the half. Now he's going to have to count on his teammates to back him up, and that's not going to be the case here. Flusher gets overwhelmed. JW hanging on by a thread behind Firebox, but he's got nowhere to go, and JKS going to wallbang him.
Not like this.
Not like this. 10-4, looking like 11-4, unless Golden can come up with some kind of miracle here. It's a 2v4 retake for fnatic on the A site. Big shot there from Golden, but an HE straight in the face. And now it's just Crims, 1v3. Can't quite get the wallbang through. The bomb will be planted.
He's got to reload as well. 7 bullets in the magazine. Smokes towards the A ramp. Low HP on all 3 players here, but no kit and now no utility. Smokes the A ramp, there's the reload. He's absolutely done for. Unless something remarkable happens, they all swing out on a set time trying to challenge him. He knows he has to reload again. He doesn't have the bullets to take 3 down. That's going to be it for him. So the burst comes in. He'll get 2 frags. Has to be the USP. That's the problem there, Stemler. He didn't have enough bullets in the mag to even finish that one off, even if they did swing on him. So he did his absolute best, but not quite enough there. 11-4 at half, ladies and gentlemen. Renegades are off to an absolute flyer in this first half. We'll see if they can continue their domination in the second.
Back in the mix where Fnatic are currently on the receiving end of a Aussie kangaroo kick to the belly.
Yeah, and it's kicking hard.
It's brutal, man.
Even with 2, I guess 1 like eco victory, and then that I guess it was a weird one, wasn't it? Because 5 players went down. They managed to win with MP9s and a Deagle. So they got a couple of rounds there. They kind of stole away, but still 11-4 is a resounding result for the Australians here. It set them up very nicely. Now, I said this coming into this. I said it earlier against MIBR as well. They're very good at getting to the 14th round of Mirage. They're very good at getting to the 15th round, but getting to 16 is a problem for Renegades on this particular map. They're excellent on it, but they're not exactly closers. We'll see if they can finish this one off quickly. If they win the pistol, they might just do it.
Yeah, if they win the pistol, that's going to be so hard.
Yeah.
For Fnatic to come back into it.
Well, they've got an A play with 2 smokes down, the classic steps and jungle smokes. Flashes over, pretty standard stuff. JKS in a prime position to down Crims.
Ooh, and he gets his head taken off immediately. Jacob, though, Jacob always there for a fight. This is sloppy, but Fnatic, they're not out of the woods yet. JW's got 12 HP. Flusha barely survives to plant the bomb, and now that's going to put Laz. He's going to find the first shot onto Golden, gets the second one, and now it's going to be Flusha all by his lonesome. Last man standing here for Fnatic, trying to make it happen, but it is not meant to be. Gratisfaction collects the last kill, and Renegades just like that. No time wasted in this round, Henry.
That was excellent. Liaz especially there, like him and Gratisfaction are just playing out of their minds right now. This is such a solid shift they're putting in. Great shots, very calm gameplay, and you can see they're quite stoic over there as well. They're not losing their minds, they're not screaming, they're focusing on their own game, and that's a big, big round. But the bomb got planted, Semler. Now, we haven't casted this today, but the bomb gets planted, you lose the pistol. You can, if you get enough kills, you can even bring out 3 Kriegs sometimes in this second round. It's kind of weird. It happens quite a lot. We'll see how many they get. There's the first. There's Crims want to invest as well. And there's, okay, so you got 2 Kriegs and a Galil. So you arguably have a better buy on the T side after losing the pistol with this finance system, which is odd, but it does keep things quite exciting. I'll say that much.
I can hear your soul.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best. Just accepting it.
Well, Jake asked there. 1-for-1 trade. One of the Kriegs down out of the fight, but Golden's going to be able to pick it up, and so he's going to be back in the mix. No Kevlar for Golden, though, so he's a little bit on the weak side. Jacob has to be careful that he doesn't get caught off guard there. The flash is coming through, and it's Jacob peeking out. Finds the first, goes for the second, and the third. Jacob, massive spray. He dies. He dies in the molly.
He dies a hero, Samla.
Indeed, he did. He got his Vikings funeral there, man. That was beautiful. Crims, it's all on you, buddy.
Well done, Crims. What have you got for us? We need a miracle. 3 versus 1. He's certainly capable of winning it, but he doesn't really have the resources available to him. Galil in hand, no grenades, but 100 HP and a minute on the clock. Looking for mistakes on the CT side, who are not as well equipped as him. They've got 2 MP9s and a Scouts, but still the bomb is down, and his options are very limited indeed. 13 frags to his name, but now time is starting to tick away. Grat and Azza, they'll control the bomb. Nothing really has to be done here. Just hold up and see what his play is. He could run back to B, I suppose, allowing him to get that bomb. But still, they do have, I think it's Gratisfaction in position. It's Liaz, in fact, with the MP9 on the other side of the map. 30 seconds here. Crims will have to stay at A now. No time to fall back. He'll sneak towards the bomb site. He'll have to be absolutely perfect at this point. Gratisfaction doesn't need to repeat this. He knows the pressure's on with the clock.
It's pinned, but yeah, it doesn't need to repeak. Gonna miss that shot. And it's looking like they're going to try and move together here on the side of Renegades. Molly going to force him out into the open. This is disastrous now for Cribs. No way. No way does he make it out. And can they save the Kriegs? Making the run for it. They've got an M4. Oh, they got one Krieg. But that was for an M4.
Yeah, it's still an upgrade. But yeah, in an ideal world, it's the other way around. But still, Jacob, what a play that was. He just jumped in the flames. He's like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done.
I've done my job.
That's enough.
I've done my job.
But still, Fnatic, even though they're 13-4 down, you can't justify a force here. You're going to have to take this one on the chin. They can win with Eagles. We saw the Danes do it before. Fnatic will have to replicate that form. That shot does connect, but only in the legs.
No more toes. Gonna have to buy new shoes that will actually fit.
Ooh.
Joey W doesn't have to worry about buying shoes anytime soon. He's gone.
He's going to want to forget about this map.
Yeah, it's so brutal for him. 4 kills.
Yeah. Coming into this one, like last tournament we saw him at, his Mirage form was impeccable. Like sometimes this happens, you can't get into a game, the team really counters you. You don't land any shots, you get frustrated. He definitely was getting frustrated at times. Like the peaks he was taking, considering the shots he wasn't hitting, suggests that things just weren't going well mentally for him. So he's going to have to take a big reset after this. I don't see a world where Fnatic bring this one back now. Stranger things have happened, of course, but if you look at the percentages, it's really looking quite promising for Renegades.
And the excellent start for them. Again, just be more jet-lagged, Renegades. Be more jet-lagged.
Yeah, that's the trick. I might give it a go.
Well, I mean, you guys are just going to be on the road forever now, so I think you're going to get plenty of opportunities.
I'm just perpetually jet-lagged anyway.
Yeah.
You know, that's like my just normal state of the stage is Brolan. We'll bring one back and another. That's what we like to see. He actually has a chance of winning this, you know. He can recover a rifle after this, but only has 45 points of health. It'll have to be the ace clutch if he wants to close things out here. That makes things a little bit more complicated, to say the least, as the flashbangs come through. Brolan needs another 2 headshots. Can't find it. It's all in vain, unfortunately. The bomb gets planted, though. That does enable them to have the strongest buy possible going forward, with the loss bonus racking up at this stage. But 14-4.
For a second, I thought it was possible, man.
Me too.
I saw the crosshair. I thought that he was going to hit it.
I realized I got myself in a position of play-by-play that I really would have had to carry a big moment there, but didn't happen. Crisis averted, but for me and Renegades. So it's all good.
I have faith, Henry. I think you can do it. Man, Brolan is so brutal. He's the only one really fragging right now on Fnatic's side, 19 to his name. So this is it, 14-4, 10-round lead for Renegades on the CT side. They got it locked down. They've got full gear pretty much. Asa not picking up a kit when he has 2,800 is one of those little greedy things that could come back to niggle. But we'll see. We'll see how it's going to work.
Yeah, well, it goes without saying this is a big one, and it will be a big frag. Brolan through the smoke, I believe, takes down Jacob. Opening frag, still a lot of work to do, of course, but Flusher feeling brave. And then he go through the smoke. He does successfully. First kill was Fnatic's, and the second. 5-on-3 now.
Now, you have spoken about how Renegades can struggle to get the job done.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that back up, but this is where it could get interesting. Gratisfaction looking to keep them away from that sort of territory, but he'll be dropped. Nice work from Crimson Golden. That's the round in the bag. So they've got round 14. That's the number they're always very good at getting. 14 is no problem for Renegades. But the problem is, I feel like I didn't watch all of their game today against MIB. I only called the overtime. But it's like, I know that mentality. I've been there so many times in my career. When you get to that point, everyone starts kind of reading it in. They don't want to be the catalyst for the disaster. They'll start playing very boxy Counter-Strike. They'll just play classic stuff. They won't be making big plays anymore. And they'll kind of lose their confidence.
Yeah,
perhaps.
they're not playing to win.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right?
They're playing to not lose.
Yeah, that
and
can
funnily
be
enough,
I didn't see that today, so I can't comment if that's what happened today, but that's what usually happens in these sort of scenarios.
it was a long, drawn-out battle versus MIBR. That was a rough one. Let's see. Not mountains of cash on the side of Renegades, so it's a pretty hard eco coming from them. 4 USPs and a Deagle. Fnatic going to be feeling a little bit better about things, and Renegades might just be looking to get this done with quick. There's the flash setup, charging through mid. It's going to be Crims collecting one. And just keep your cool, Crims. No ace for you. But you still got some money.
You get some cash.
You got some cash.
You don't leave empty-handed here, as Flasher will close things out. 14-6. Renegades getting flashbacks at this point. They won't be worried just yet, but there's some in the back of all of their minds. Be like, no, not again. This is surely not going to slip by the wayside this time. 14-6. You got to buy now. The Orb's out for Grat. MP9 for Liaz though. There are compromises. There's only one kit. Grat with no armor. A few players without helmets. Luckily against 5 rifles, so that's not a huge talking point. But if JW starts to come online in the second half, this could be problematic. Flush up, never giving it, never surrendering, and a shot through the wickets will enable fnatic to keep 5 players alive as they continue their campaign towards middle.
I really thought there was a chance there. Not quite, though. Doesn't quite happen for Jacob. And it's going to be fnatic coming out ahead in this fight. More utility on their side, more damage dealt to Renegades as well, or at least Azza. He's limping along. But fnatic have still got the utility, the nades necessary to make a play here. 2 smokes, 3 smokes. But Grass Faction finding the kill on Brolan doesn't help their case.
Final commitment towards A. For map points, here on Mirage, the pick of Renegades. They have 3 players on this side of the map, the CT Forces that is. Crims and JW towards the A ramp. They've got enough for the smoke execution. That's jungle and steps. Azza, low HP, 1 bullet anywhere on his body would take him down from those AKs. Smoke's deployed, Jacob trying to strike before they bloom. He couldn't have done a better job there.
So brutal, so sick. And now it's just going to spin out of control here. fnatic on the edge, and it's just not happening for him. Golden, 1 nice clean headshot there onto JKS, but he's in a 1v4 with 5 HP. He needs a miracle, and it's not happening. Jacob locks it down, 15-6. Map point now for Renegades, and enough money for a very healthy buy on their side, whereas on the side of fnatic, yeah, they've got some economy going.
What is this?
What is
Okay,
that?
is this an advert? I thought it was just like part of Mirage. I didn't know it existed.
He is a level 1 crook.
Yeah, oh my god. Mafia. Oh god. I forgot about that meme completely. That's so funny.
That's where you find him. On the bench. One day on the bench.
Oh my god. Well, here we go. Could be the final round. Fast approach here from Crims. Looking for the opening kill, and it's going to be Liaz striking, but he'll be taken down. Takes Crims just to 12 points of health. He falls back, scrambles for his life.
It's that headshot. Jacob looking for the trade, not going to find it. Crims wily backs off in time. And so now fnatic with the edge. Once again, Renegades just chucking out utility early in the rounds, not holding back, and so that's really not going to give. Interesting flash there from Grass Faction, but that's not going to give them a whole lot to work with here versus fnatic, who are still pretty healthy when it comes to grenades. Grenades are key, especially on Mirage, where you can get those executes going. The more nades you have, the better it's going to look. But you still have Grass Faction alive, and he's just been murdering people along with Jacob.
Yeah, he really has. Those two, along with Liaz, really have stepped up. 20 kills to Jacob's name, 4 for JW. Still struggling to really do anything here, but it is the pick of Renegades. If we move to Inferno next, it doesn't really matter. Overall, the grand scheme of things, Golden keeping them alive here. 5 on 3. Grat, though, we've seen big things from him, and he finds the bomb. And he doesn't have the presence of mind for the second peel up. But Jacob, he appears and takes down the bomb once again. It gives him a bit of time for rotations here. Spray towards the pillars. Leads to nothing, but a chance to get out of the kitchen now.
Let's see it. Big chance here. Jacob, that was it, the moment. Drops too low, though. Flusha, 13 HP. Crims, 12. Doesn't matter. Crims, a brilliant headshot from him. Lays JKS out. And Renegades now, they can't quite lock it down. 15-7 the score. fnatic, 1 step closer to overtime, Henry. 1 step closer.
Yeah, and are they forcing this? I think
they
were
are
done.
going for it, 'cause they were super low
Yeah,
on
they were
money.
done anyway, right? So I can see Liaz has 1,500, so they were double eco, whatever happened. So fair play. Might as well give it a go. But now the doubt starts to creep in. When it gets to 8, you start thinking, well, there is a chance we give this one up. I guess we might lose this round, then we'll be eco, and that will be almost double digits. And then the money is going to be an issue going forward. We'll see whether they can just close things out here and now. Nice idea, but this is a very common approach when you have this sort of setup. So I would dare say they pre-fire this. Brolan looks to be doing exactly that. That's what will happen. It is a very good position, but it has to be overlooked for it to really work out.
Indeed. So, but they do save the M4, so Azza's got that to work with here. And again, fnatic, I really do appreciate the discipline that they have when it comes to grenades. I keep mentioning it,
Yeah.
but it is something nice to see here where they just always have so many grenades to work with later into the round. And so life gets easier. Not only do they hit shots right now, they're making their lives easier by holding on to the utility. So it's looking like it will be that A execute going into it here for the fnatic. And Renegades, Thought for an instant there that Azza was going to work his way around and that they would just full stack A. It seems like somehow they've got a read that fnatic are going B. This is going to get dicey here for JKS. You do not have enough bullets. JKS, flash. Of course they turn away. Way too common, way too predictable.
Yeah, did what he could, but didn't really have much available to him. Same story for Grad, really. Might as well save the M4 with Uraza here. This is not going to lead to much. Down he'll go. Painted into a corner. The M4 will be dropped, and so will the scout. JW finds his 5th, and Liaz now the CZ. So 15-8 guaranteed. Liaz looking to pick up that scout if possible, I suppose, as the M4 there, if he can get close to it. But JW patrolling the CD spawn area, tucks himself into the cubby, and JW overlooks the position, and he'll probably go down here. Another frustrating finish of the round, but they still win. As Brodan will cover the AWP, of course, and we'll go 15-8 now. Money should be absolutely broken on the Australian side, and no real reason for a tactical timeout when you've got a full eco here. Most common approach, all the teams will either stack the window position and look for anyone crossing over towards middle, or rush middle, or stack B. Those are your 3 main options here. You can also come out the connector with 1 flashbang. Let's see if they purchase that. No flash, so we'll see if they want to take a stack.
That's what we saw earlier from them when they were on that eco, going for the flash in the mid. And it's through a window this time. They do manage to get Gratisfaction down into underpass fairly quickly, so he'll be out looking for some action over towards B. Flusha, though, he is going to eat them alive here. JKS is going to be in for a real rough time if Flusha decides to go in with the Mac-10. Man on the site, though. So there is a crossfire at the Palace exit. I like this from Renegades. That could set it up so that Flusha getting caught in a pincer could make life interesting for him. But fnatic are so patient. They know what's going on. They know that Renegades are low eco. The only guy who's really taking a risk right now is Flusha. Golden is on his own as well, but it would be really hard to overwhelm him.
Well, we get into the 1-minute territory. I like this from fnatic, though. Decent control. You can see them actually transitioning in towards A right now. Golden will find the first pick. That'll be Gratz. Niaz with the USP. Flusha, Mac-10 looking to cause absolute carnage here as his teammates will take most of the aggro towards the connector position, but they have got crosshairs towards his spot for now. Brodan shouldn't have a problem with Liaz. And there it is. The Mac-10 comes online. Couple of kills. Round done. 15-9 now. 6 rounds required after this one. Now starting to kind of leave the realms of impossibility. You know, this is actually like, well, maybe they could do it. You never know.
3 rounds in a row. 3 rounds in a row, you're right. So let's see if they can keep it up or not. I mean, money is there for fnatic. They're always going to have what they need right now.
Odds brought in by our partners GG.bets. Didn't look very good for fnatic, but if there was a team that could bring it back, these legendary names might be in that conversation.
The legendary Dust 2.
Yeah, right. That
comes to mind.
That one, oh, that takes me back.
Yeah,
that really does.
Those were crazy days of elite French and Swedish CS.
Yeah, I casted that one. An epic tricast. Who would have thought?
Roll in. Let's see it. This is the big moment. Azza, yes, wins the duel. Teammate gets traded, though. Flushes from Palace, and JK, I'm going to step in, and they are going tit for tat right now, but it's still a man advantage for fnatic. Need to get the kill here on JW. JW somehow survives. It's JW. Drops Azza, and it's on Jacob now. 1v2, and they're already backing off. Bomb is hightailing it over towards the B site, and now we see, do they commit to this fnatic? They still have plenty of time on the clock. Minute left. They don't even need to rush in here. Can take all their time, but Jacob, he's got the read. He's running in.
Can do this.
I do like that from Brolan, though. If he goes in and it goes south, it hasn't committed the bomb. This is so sick from Jacob. This is a 9,000 IQ play.
He won't wait. Surely he won't.
Yes, he will. He's going to wait.
No.
Brolan right now is saying, hey, bro, it's open. Get in here with the bomb.
No way.
So sick. He hears the footsteps.
This is
Jacob
insane.
is a
You're
god.
right. Dude, that's
No
wild.
way.
Okay, fair enough. I thought he was going to take him down, assuming he thought he was going towards A. That's so sick from Jacob. He had a couple of those moments. You saw him throughout. He had an absolutely monstrous performance there. I tip my hat to him. What a show-stopping finish. Just when it started to look like Renegades were starting to crumble.
That is soul-destroying.
Wow.
He's in the one spot you didn't check, and it's map point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hard.
But man, what a great map there for Renegades. I was expecting much more of a slog, for it to be much more even. But Renegades, they hit the ground running and they never let go, Henry. They just kept plowing forward. That was a dominant T side. and then they get the job done on CT.
I really enjoyed that map, regardless of not being very competitive at times. Just the skill that was being presented by Renegades throughout, like some of the coordination, like what Jacob was doing, Liaz, Gratisfaction, they just looked unstoppable. There was a slight caveat to all that we had JW not really appearing at all. I don't think that trend will continue into the second map, which will be the pick of fnatic. It's Inferno. So hopefully the next map's much more competitive, but we have more of those sort of antics towards the end. I really enjoyed that.
So we're going to be taking a quick break, guys, standard, and we'll be right back with the analysts to hear what they thought